As we all know, last week on Sunday, the Member of Parliament of Mumias East, Honorable Peter Salasya or PK Salasya, was attacked, beaten, and chased out of Nyayo Stadium. Then, after showing up at the event, or let me say at the football match between Harambee Stars and the Gabon team at Nyayo Stadium. Now, Peter Salasya was attacked by people who he himself claimed to be hired goons from the ODM, or let me say from the Raila Amolo Odinga party, because a lot of people heard them saying that Peter Salasya was to be disciplined for disrespecting Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, putting that aside, as we speak right now, news that are coming onto our news desk is that Peter Salasya has not yet dealt with fate. That now another incident or another punishment has currently befallen one Peter Salasya, as he is said to have currently, as of right now, been attacked at one of bars or clubs or entertainment joints in Nairobi, today being on Tuesday night, where according to the intel that we are receiving, one blogger from the Mount Kenya region by the name of Simon Mwangi Modhiora has said this. Breaking news. Mumias East MP Peter Salasya has been beaten, disarmed, and chased out of Abanos bar for smoking weed, using illegal banned substances, and brandishing his gun. This comes a few days after he was beaten at Nyayo Stadium for insulting Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, this is a statement that has been published about 13 minutes ago. And this is clear that fate is currently dealing a blow to Peter Salasya. Should we say that Salasya is being punished really for disrespecting the elders in the politics of the Republic of Kenya? Because we all know that Peter Salasya has been an open critic of Raila Amolo Odinga and a critic of the broad-based government between Raila Amolo Odinga and President William Ruto. Now, is Peter Salasya suffering humiliation for disrespecting his elders, or this is just another witch hunt that the goons who have been hired to attack and follow Peter Salasya everywhere to discipline him are currently doing their job, and they are currently placing their master with their tactics as they try to show Peter Salasya that he cannot disrespect their political goons and get away with it. Now, looking at this publication and what Kenyans are tweeting or what Kenyans are saying, I want to read a few comments. Now, before I read these few comments, I shall remind you that Peter Salasya is currently 31 years of age. He's a young man, not even married. And he's a man that we all know he has been openly showcasing his lifestyle, having fun, living life to the fullest. But behold that, Peter Salasya is a young man that has been working and delivering to the people of Mumias East, branded as top 3 or top 5 of the most working or hard-working members of parliament in the current parliament under the Kenya Kwanza administration. So, why is Peter Salasya undergoing all this? I want to read a few comments on what Kenyans are saying in regards to Peter Salasya being attacked today. Lucy Washeke anasema what a leader is. Ola Midika anasema hapa kumtetea ni hard. Ken Lito Wanjiru anasema shame to young folks aspiring such leadership position. Wambongo Williamson anasema this is why we fear electing young folks. They always disappoint. Shista Shish anasema apunguze steam or he will lose his seat. Shamir anasema take him to rehabilitation. Brown Gather ya Kadara anasema shameful. Mamake Girls anasema habana siko wapi. Sisi watu twende na witness. Betty Mushina anasema why huyu anapitia hali ngumu lakini inanikalia funny. But I really think that now the case of Peter Salasya is a case that is getting out of hand and should be taken with a lot of care. And Kenyans should not blame this young man. Instead, they should take it upon themselves to really evaluate the situation that Salasya is in and try to help him to really deal with the current situation, because if this is the current situation that this young man is going through, then things are going to be worse for him. You know, him being accused of abusing Raila Amolo Odinga. And let me tell you, in Nairobi, once you are residing in Nairobi and being a lover and an outgoer like Peter Salasya, it is very hard for him to hide from Raila Amolo Odinga's supporters, because they are every corner of this county we call Nairobi, and I mean even every corner of this country. So disrespecting Raila Amolo Odinga is something that has really dealt a great blow to Peter Salasya. Now looking at this, now seeing the humiliation that Salasya is going through, and remembering that this week on Sunday, we will be having a match between Ingwe versus Kogalo. That is Gor Mahia FC versus AFC Leopards. The two teams will be facing each other in the Mashemeji Derby. Now, the Luhya community and the young men coming from the Luhya community have vowed that they will use everything in their power and every tool they have to make sure that they discipline those that attacked Peter Salasya last week. But let me ask, how will now these people go ahead to defend Peter Salasya, knowing that the man is currently suffering depression? Because let me ask, how does you get attacked, then the following day you are in a club or in a bar brandishing your gun and saying things that really are not of the caliber of a member of parliament? And that is why I'm saying, if there is a way that these people might help Peter Salasya, is really getting to sit him down and advising him on the correct way to deal with these matters. Because I tell you, you can't fight Raila Amolo Odinga politically in this country. Those are political bigwigs, people who have a following, a cult-like following, that even if they do anything, I tell you, nobody is going to point fingers at them. Even in the said MOU signing and all that, you all saw the multitude and the crowd of people that showed up at KICC to celebrate Raila Amolo Odinga joining hands with William Ruto. Yet, nobody, and I mean nobody currently in this government, loves William Ruto other than his wife and his kids. Everybody knows that the country is sinking down in the drains. But, you know, Raila Amolo Odinga joins him, and William Ruto ameoshwa akakuwa pamba to the people that support Raila Amolo Odinga. So it is becoming so hard for Peter Salasya, knowing that, yes, he cannot fight. He is a first-term member of parliament, for crying out loud, and he is a very young man. So he needs to be taught on how to deal with big political bigwigs. Because how comes umepigwa Sunday and now ndio huyo wewe kwa klabu unatishia watu na bunduki yako as a member of parliament, brandishing your gun and hurling insults at a club, at an entertainment joint? Kama ni pombe anataka heri ya kunywe kwake nyumbani. But these things are continuing to shame him. Even defending Peter Salasya, for those that are defending him, it's becoming hard. What is your take in regards to this? Leave your comment on the comment section. See you in our next video. This is the Kenyan Daily Report.